we're going to now look at the relationship between tenths and hundredths and how they work together. Okay, so let's look at this first thing. It says 1 unit. Well, how many tenths is that, and how many hundredths is that? So if we think of this as 1 unit, if this is 1 unit and this is a tenth, well, the clue is in the name. In 1 unit there are 10 tenths. So 1 unit is 10 tenths. Now, well, how many hundredths is 1 unit? Well, here's 1. If I've got a hundredth here, how many is going to go there? Well, again, there's 10 there, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way to 100. So the clue is in the name. A hundredth, there are 100 hundredths in 1 unit. Now, in 3 units, how many tenths? Well, if this is 3 units, how many tenths are there going to be? Well, again, we know that a tenth, there are 10 tenths in 1 unit, so 10, 20, there are going to be 30 tenths in 3 units. Well then, how many hundredths are there in 3 units? Well, there we go. This is a hundredth. This is a unit. And if there's 100 here, 100 here, and 100 here, there are 300 hundredths in 1 unit. Okay. So now my question is, if this is 1/10 here, how many hundredths in 1/10? Well, remember, this is a hundredth, and this is a tenth. There are 10 hundredths in a tenth. Well, if I've got 4 tenths now, 2, 3, 4 tenths, there we go. How many hundredths are going to be there? And think to yourself, how many hundredths are in here? And then I've got that 4 times. So I'm going to have 10, 20, 30, 40 hundredths in 4 tenths. And now it says, if I had 50 hundredths, how many tenths? If I have 50 of these, well, how many tenths would 10 make? Let's have a look. Well, if I have here 10 tenths, 10 hundredths is going to be 1/10. But I've got 50 of these. So 50 of these, 10 is going to be 1/10, so 50 would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50 hundredths equals 5 tenths. Now my last one says, if I have 70 tenths, how many units is that? Well, let's look at first if I had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, if I had 10, that would be 1 unit. If I had 20, it would be 2, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 70 tenths would be the same as saying 7 units.